Proceed exercise 7.4. The last two questions remaining. Question number 24. This is integration dx upon x square plus 2x plus 2. Integration dx upon x square plus 2x equals. So we make it a square form. Integration dx upon x square is written as x the whole square, and the term coefficient of the term containing x is positive. So the formula used a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 2 into a, the value of a is x, and the value of b would be taken 1, because when we take 1, the value of b will get 2 into x into 1 as 2x. Then plus b square. B square means 1 the square, and there is constant term 2. So for getting 2, we will have to add 1. So this becomes dx upon these three terms combinedly written as x plus 1 the whole square, and this one is written as 1 the whole square. Now put x plus 1 equals to p and differentiate with respect to x. Differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of 1 is 0, and differentiation of t is dt by dt. So we get dx equals to dt. Now integration dx is written as dt upon t the whole square plus 1 the whole square. This is the form dx upon x square plus a square. Dx upon x square plus a square, and this is equals to 1 by a. The value of a is 1, so 1 by 1 tan inverse x by a, t by 1, and plus t. Then put the value of t. So tan inverse the value of t is x plus 1 plus t. So the option is B is the correct option. Tan inverse x plus 1 plus t. The correct option is B. Then question number 25. I equals to integration dx upon under root of 9x minus 4x square. Dx upon under root of 9x minus 4x square. So here the term containing x square is negative. That must be positive. The term x square must be positive. So we will make it positive by taking minus as common. This would be written integration dx upon under root of minus is taken common from both the terms. So we get 4x square and minus 9x. Then inside the bracket we will take 4 as common, because coefficient of x square should be equals to 1. Here the coefficient of x square is 4. So we will take 4 as common. inside the bracket and inside the square root. 4 we will take common, and when 4, the square root of 4 is 2, so 1 by 2 goes outside. So dx 1 by 2 integration dx upon minus, and this becomes x square minus 9 by 4x. We have taken 4 as common, so both the terms will be divided by 4. Now 1 by 2 integration dx upon under root of, we left the space, then the term would be written x square minus 9 by 4x. Then we make the square form. So 1 by 2 integration dx upon under root of minus, to make the square form, x the whole square. Here the coefficient of x is negative, so the formula used a square minus 2ab plus b square. So x square minus 2 into a, the value of a is x, into, there must after solving the term 2ab, it comes to be 9 by 4x. So the value of b is taken 9 by 8, because 2 divided by 2 4 ja 8, and we get 9x by 4. So the value of b is 9 by 8, and this is a square minus 2ab. Then we have to write b square. B square means 9 by 8 the whole square. So 9 by 8 the whole square. Outside there is minus sign. Means 9 by 8 the whole square is subtracted. To remove 9 by 8 the whole square, we will have to add 9 by 8 the whole square. To remove this term 9 by 8 the whole square, we will have to plus 9 by 8 the whole square. So this becomes I equals to 1 by 2 integration dx upon under root of 9 by 8 the whole square. This becomes, this would be written as it is 9 by 8 the whole square, and these three terms a square minus 2ab plus b square, these three terms would be written a minus b, so x minus 9 by 8 the whole square. Now we put x minus 9 by 8 equals to b. Put x minus 9 by 8 equals to b, then differentiate with respect to x. So dx equals to, this is the constant term, its differentiation will be 0, dx equals to dt. Now it becomes I equals to 1 by 2 integration dt upon under root of 9 by 8 the whole square minus t the whole square. This is the form dx upon under root of a square minus x square, which is dx upon under root of a square minus x square is sine inverse x by 8. So sine inverse t by 9 by 8 and plus c. Then it becomes 1 by 2 sine inverse. It gives 8t by 9 and plus c. Now put the value of t. So 1 by 2 sine inverse and 8 by 9. And the value of t is x minus 9 by 8 and plus c. So it is 1 by 2 sine inverse. And taking LCM or multiplied by 8 by 9. So 8x by 9 minus 8 by 9 into 9 by 8. It gets cancelled plus c, and which is equals to 1 by 2 sine inverse 8x minus 9 upon 9 and plus c. So the correct option is 1 by 2 sine inverse 8x minus 9 upon 9 plus c. B is the correct option. Now we start theory for next exercise, and that is integration by partial fraction. Integration by partial fraction. We know that the rational functions rational function is represented by px upon qx. This is the rational function. Rational function is written in the form of px upon qx, where px and qx are integers. Where px and qx are integers and qx is not equals to 0. Px and qx are integers and the value of qx should not be equals to 0. So two conditions arises. If the first condition is if degree of px is less than the degree of qx. If degree of px is less than the degree of qx, then the rational function is called proper rational function. Then it is called proper rational function. And we can integrate the proper rational function. What is the method? What is the way to integrate the proper rational function? We will see. And the next condition arises if degree of px is greater than the degree of qx. The second condition, if degree of px, degree means power of x, if degree of px is greater than the degree of qx, then it is called improper rational function. And we can't integrate directly the improper rational function. So to integrate the improper rational function, we will have to convert in proper rational function. We can't integrate the improper rational function. So to integrate it, we will have to convert the improper rational function. We will have to convert the improper rational function into proper rational function. इम्प्रॉपर रेशनल फंक्शन को इंटीग्रेट नहीं कर सकते, तो इसे इंटीग्रेट करने के लिए पहले इम्प्रॉपर को प्रॉपर में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. एंड द वे टू कन्वर्ट द इम्प्रॉपर टू प्रॉपर, वी विल डिवाइड px by qx. फॉर दिस divide px by qx. To make the improper as a proper, we will have to divide px by qx, and then when we divide px by qx, then it gives px upon qx equals to px plus p1x upon qx. This form comes when we divide px by qx. Then this form comes where px is a polynomial and p1x upon qx is called proper rational function. So in the improper rational functions can't be integrated. To integrate it, we divide px by qx, then it comes to this form, px plus p1x upon qx, where px is the polynomial and p1x upon qx is a proper rational function. Now we will discuss about form of rational function. Form of rational function and form of partial function. Form of rational function and form of partial function. Form of partial function. The first form is, if the expression is in the form px plus q upon x minus a into x minus a, px plus q upon x minus a into x minus b. It means the numerator means polynomial x, px is the linear form, and qx separately, these two terms are also the linear form. So if there is a form like px plus q upon x minus a into x minus b, then we convert this into partial function and we write this equals to a upon x minus a and plus b upon x minus b. where A and B, capital A and B are the constant terms, and by equating the coefficients from both sides, we find the value of A and B, then we put the value of A and B and integrate. The second form is, if numerator is linear function px plus q and the denominator is quadratic function x minus a the whole square, then in partial this function is converted into partial a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a the whole square. Then equating the coefficient, we will find the value of a and b, then put and then integrate. If numerator is the quadratic function, if numerator is the quadratic function px square plus qx plus r, and denominator is the linear function x minus a, x minus b and x minus c, then this would be written the degree of numerator or px is 2 and the degree of qx in denominator, this is 3, because x multiplied, when we remove the bracket, the highest power of x will be 3. So this would be written a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b and c upon x minus c. Then we take the LCM and comparing the coefficient, we get the value of a, b and c, and then we put the value of a, b, c and integrate. The next numerator is quadratic px square plus qx plus r, and denominator is the combination of quadratic and linear x minus a the whole square and x minus b. So we write equals to a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a the whole square and plus c upon x minus a. This is the partial form and this is the rational form. Now if there is a square, now if numerator is quadratic px square plus qx plus r and denominator is the combination of linear and quadratic x minus a and x square plus bx plus c, then we write this equals to a upon x minus a plus bx plus c upon x square plus bx plus c. And after solving, we get the value of a, b, c, then put the value of a, b, c and integrate the expression. Let us see first question. This is integration x dx upon integration x dx upon x plus 1 and x plus 2. So in denominator there is linear form. So we suppose let x upon x plus 1 into x plus 2 equals to a upon x plus 1 and plus b upon x plus 2. So x upon x plus 1 into x plus 2 equals to, we take LCM, x plus 1 into x plus 2, x plus 1 gets cancelled and a multiplied by x plus 2 plus x plus 2 gets cancelled and b into x plus 1. From both sides denominator gets cancelled and it comes x equals to a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. First number equation. Now make x plus 1 equals to 0. Put x plus 1 equals to 0 and find the value of x. So x comes to be minus 1. Then put the value of x equals to minus 1 in first equation. From first, minus 1 equals to a minus 1 plus 2, and here when we take x equals to minus 1, this whole terms becomes 0. So minus 1 equals to a, 2 minus 1, 1, and a equals to minus 1. Then we put x plus 2 equals to 0. Put x plus 2 equals to 0 and find the value of x, which is equals to minus 2. Then again from first, the value of x would be taken minus 2. So minus 2 plus 2, this becomes 0. And minus 2 plus 1, it gives minus 1. So minus b. So this is minus 2 equals to minus b, minus and minus cancelled, and we get the value of b equals to 2. Now all these values, the value of a and b, we put in equation number a. So from equation number a, this is x upon x plus 1 and x plus 2 equals to, the value of a is minus 1, so minus 1 upon x plus 1, and the value of b is 2, so 2 upon x plus 2. Then put the integration sign and introduce dx. So h dx upon x plus 1, x plus 2. On the right side also, put the sign of integration and introduce dx. So dx upon x plus 1 and plus 2 dx. 2 is taken outside, constant term, integration dx upon x plus 2. So we get minus log x plus 1 and plus 2 log x plus 2. So this is the result, 2 log x plus 2 and minus log x plus 1. Which can be written as, this can be written as log of x plus 2 the whole square and minus log x plus 1, and this is the form log a minus log b, which is log a by 3 x plus